Hey guys, Darth Glork here, back with part 12 of my Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild playthrough. So last time was lots of, collecting. Like, we were collecting materials, and we spent a big chunk of last episode doing that. The reason we did that is because we got my, let me show you, we got my go-to armor to level 3, which is really big, and we also got the not only did we get the Snow Quill armor set, but we also upgraded it to level 2, which will give us the set bonus of making us unfreezable. Which is super, super good. And so now we're rocking that. We also improved the Champion's Tunic to level 1. The next tier is very difficult and requires, like, pieces of a dragon's horn or something. So that's, like, a little spooky. But, you know, my go-to set is level 3, which is great. And now we are, we also got the last tower, the Hebra Tower. Hebra Tower? We got the final tower, and that's huge. So this episode, we could easily pursue the main quest for this divine beast in the north because we're all prepped for it. Admittedly, I'm a little bit tempted to pursue a couple of other things. Nothing big, and maybe we will still loosely pursue the main shtick here. But the two things that I kind of want to look at is the Temple of Time, because isn't that what this is? Like the Temple of Time? Isn't that what this is called? Am I wrong? Forgotten Temple. That's what it's called. So this, which is on the map, I just noticed. Anyway, so this is the Forgotten Temple, and there's a dozen Guardian turrets in here, but there's a shrine at the end, there's an armor set at the end, and I don't totally remember what the deal with all that is. And then, over here, there is a stable. There's a stable right here. The shrine to get to it is, like, right there on this hill. And then in here, there's a couple of chests. Anything that matters? Shock arrows and a silver rupee, which is neato. The shock arrows will be useful later. Not right now, but later. So I'm a little tempted. We might go for try to go for this first because it'll be easier to descend into this trench after that. So that might be this thing. And then after that, then maybe we'll loosely pursue the quest for the divine beast in the area. So yeah, that might be what we get up to so far. We'll see. Alright, so we are here. We can finally unequip this. So yeah, it turns out I was able to walk to that ledge and fly on over here, which worked great. And we discovered this stable. So we're just gonna grab anything extra. We'll probably poke around the stable first before we go to the shrine, just because I'm already here. So, you know, it makes sense. Anyway, we're just grabbing anything that's free and easy to grab, you know, like all these mushrooms and things. Oh, and there's some of these lying around, which is never bad. Those are very good things to make into food. Speaking of making into food, we probably should make some things into food because we spent some. We'll talk to them in a minute. But first, I don't know if 4 is too many. Although we have a fair amount of health these days, so 4 is probably not too many. Yeah, I ate one 4-star level meal not long ago, so not gonna make too many of these. Just gonna make a couple of them, because especially if I'm considering doing the main quest, we're gonna need some meals. Yeah, that's not a terrible amount of food. We're not gonna touch the gourmet. Let's try 3 of these. Wow, okay, that was worth way more than I thought it would be. Let's throw in one of these for variety. Just trying to make a whole bunch because, like I said, if we do the main quest, we might start needing this stuff. So we're just gonna kind of stockpile a few of these. There we go, that's a few. Alright, what do you guys want? My theory is that the Leviathans of ancient times went extinct due to an extended ice age. My theory is that the Leviathans of ancient times went extinct due to a violent volcanic eruption. My theory is that the Leviathans of ancient times went extinct due to a sudden cataclysmic drought long ago. Oh, pardon me, I've gotten ahead of myself. Ahem. Why did the Leviathans go extinct? That is the question we scientists are trying to answer. However, we haven't yet located any Leviathan remains, so we're stuck with theories for the time being. But we do have a general idea of where such remains might be found. the Eldon Mountains in the northeast, the Hebrew Mountains in the northwest, and the Gerudo Mountains in the southwest. Or is it Gerudo? I never know. The climates of these regions are rather extreme. You've got to look for someone who's done a fair bit of adventuring. Would you be willing to find these Leviathan bones and take a picture? What I especially want to see is the head of the animal. If you can get just a bit of it in the picture, that'll be adequate. Do this for me and I'll give you 300 rupees. Leave it to me. Excellent. You're a lifesaver in the most literal sense. I'll be waiting here with your 300 rupees. Sick. Alright, was it just that? I think that's it. Yeah, and then the gold rupee it's showing, I think, is the reward. I don't think that's just there. Okay. Well, just right here, there is something else we might want. But I suspect there's going to be enemies. Then we'll run over to the shrine, I swear. Alright, Marita Exchange Ruins. Loaded with bokoblins and moblins and all kinds of swag, I notice. Not that we care about that. These guys aren't going to care if I just do some mild rearranging. I just got to make sure not to hit them with it. It'll be fine. I don't know if 3 is going to be enough, and honestly, I kind of doubt it. Yeah, I now sincerely doubt it, but you never know. Oh, never mind. It was enough. Heyo. Yeah, shock arrows will be useful later. We'll need it for the Zora stuff. And I would say I have enough now that I'm not sure I'm going to need to do what they assume they're going to want me to do later. Because, like, I mean, I'll just tell you because the game's been out a long time. But later on, they want you to stockpile a whole bunch of shock arrows. I probably will still do it the way they want you to, just because shock arrows can be useful, and I don't know. It seems like a wise thing to do, but, you know, you can, and plus you can never have too many. But, later on, they'll like, well, you need shock arrows for the Divine Beast, and we want you to run. That's so good. I love throwing the bomb into the middle of the formation and getting, like, 12 kills. Anyway. But, you know, they're like, yeah, well, we want you to run up this mountain and stockpile these arrows, and we probably will do that, but because you're going to need them for the Divine Beast. Now, all that makes sense, but we have so many stockpiled at this point. How many arrows do I have for shock arrows? Yeah, I have 35 shock arrows already, and we're obviously not even at the Zora part yet. I was about to say, you back off. You saw what happened to your friends. I would not recommend it. They are not going to take no for an answer. For Valhalla... No. They're really not decided if they're committed or not. They better not, otherwise it's going to be the death of many of them. Smart move. I told you to leave me alone. I told you that Milan was a troublemaker. There, give me all of that. Well, the good news is I'll have plenty of key swings if I ever need them. Should it ever matter, which, who knows. Anyway, what we're really for is all this. And also, look at all that stone over there. Alright, here we are on the shrine. I went ahead and grabbed all of those luminous stones before I jumped in here, so... When I don't grab them later, and you're screaming to your screen, no, you forgot all the luminous stones! What were you thinking? Relax, I got them off camera. Anyway, alright, so that obviously throws the ball over there. That'll throw it on top of that one. Okay. How about me grab this first, and then we'll see, huh? Thunderblade. Why is it always large two-handed weapons? Thunderblade is worth this. I mean, it's better than, like, the boomerang, right? Because it's, you know, it does more. That's a broadsword? Yeah, that's a broadsword. Yeah, it'll do more than the boomerang will. So. And they're both two-handed weapons, so. It's 22, but it has electric damage. I guess I was thinking it was 30, not 22, but whatever. It matters not. But also my arrow. Okay. Just to save me some arrows. So, okay, that's what we need. So now that needs to not move. And then now we can grab the ball. That'll work. Just in case there's like food or something inside the last one, but I don't think so. Okay. Now the thing's in place, the things are moved, so it's not gonna... Dang it. Yeah. Sick. And I don't think I need to go over there, because I got the chest, so... I think that's the show. Nothing behind, right? Yep. Sick. Alright, we did the thing. Alright, now let's go do the other little distraction before we probably pursue the main quest. Alright, well... Let's give this a save before we do this thing. Because I do not remember how bad this all is. My assumption is very bad, but I don't know that. Also, it occurred to me you could probably climb on top. I mean, obviously you could land on top. I just don't know what, like... I would assume they thought of that. And, you know, there's not like a hole on top or anything for you to get inside, I would assume, right? It's never occurred to me to try, but it's probably not a thing. Anyway, I'm gonna glide to the front door anyway, just to see. Although there is some kind of doodad up here. The Forgotten Temple. Oh, there's destructible rocks over there. I don't remember what else is in here besides, you know, 30,000 Guardian turrets, but... Oh. Ah, look at that. Cheeky. Boy, you were really buried in here. What the heck happened to you? Anyway. I mean, for all I know, Koroks can, like, teleport into rocks, right? For all I know, he did that on purpose, looking for someone to find him, because they're kind of funny little guys, right? For all I know. I don't know that he got buried there and it was stuck. I mean, maybe he was. I just don't know. I mean, I guess I was curious if there was any reason to go down here. I guess that's what I was gonna say, because, like, it's not like there's not like a quest or anything right out front. You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, there's not like there's a quest. There's a whole bunch of Korok seats down here. I mean, there's Koroks everywhere. There's like 900 of them spread throughout the game or something. So, you know, that doesn't say anything. That doesn't mean anything. There's Koroks everywhere. But I only tend to grab stuff that's easy to find. You know, if it's any kind of like real, like, you know, undertaking to get it, I'm not going to do it because there's other options. I can choose the one that's not massively difficult to grab, you know what I mean? Anyway, we're just... Get up there, although really I should have this one in case any of the skeleton guys show up or whatever else. Now, it has to be nighttime for skeletons to show up, so I guess that's a moot point, but whatever. There could be other archer guys or something nearby that won't shoot at me if I'm wearing it. Also, I put on the wrong one. You have to be careful about trying to climb a surface that has you, like, pointed, like, when you're directly hanging, all weird-like, because if you do it wrong, it's very likely to end up in your death. I don't know if this mask has any effect on detection from the turrets, but maybe. So there is chests. There's a gold rupee in here somewhere, a feathered spear. After the first set of 4, that's where the gold rupee is. And then there's a silver rupee, a giant ancient core, some fire arrows further up, and then the stuff at the very, very back. Some part of me is tempted not to worry about so much of the chest right now. Like, if I can make it past all these guys, just to make it to the back door. And maybe see about, like, trying to see if you can, like, I don't assume you could just grab that armor set. I would assume there's some sort of undertaking. I just don't remember. And I would assume, and then come back later is what I was going to say. I'm a little tempted to ignore them, come back later with the Master Sword, which does bonus damage to corrupted things, and the Guardians are all corrupted. And so I could come back with the Master Sword and, like, you know, start smacking things around. Oh, he can still see me. Alright, it's time to go! Yeah, didn't see that coming, did you? I gotta get higher, I gotta get higher. Easy, easy, I need more stamina. Easy. Oh, he hit a pillar anyway. I still got it, baby. He's not washed up yet. Let's go. Woo. And that, kids, is how you do that. Oh, man. Yeah, so I'm a little tempted to go back there later with the Master Sword if I ever get really hard up for cash and take those guys out that way. I'm a little tempted to do that, because, anyway, holy cow, dude. I still got it, man. Let's go. That felt good. That's freaking spooky, dude. I did not think they would aggro that fast. Okay, we're good. Totally fine. I can take a dozen turrets all at the same time. Don't worry about it. Yeah, if you make it through that, look at that. It's a free shrine. Because they're like, yeah, you did great to get here. Here to take your loot and leave. Thanks, Dad. Oh, freaking, why? It's always a large two-handed weapon. Alright, well, anything good? I mean, that's a great Thunderblade. This is a regular Thunderblade. Sure, let's drop the regular Thunderblade. Unless, of course, is this a... Hang on a minute. Oh, it's a one-handed weapon. Well, that's way better than I thought it was. Okay. Let's see. So the Great Thunderblade is a two-handed weapon. Okay, that is a two-handed weapon. Let's drop that. And I guess I'll take the... I guess I'll take this one. I didn't realize that other one was a one-handed. Actually didn't mean to call for my horse. Anyway. Your horse can't hear you. You are underground in a shrine. Just let it go. Alright, well, we got the shrine. Now let's see what's behind it. Because there's like a goddess statue and there's a quest and all kinds of things. And supposedly an armor set. But I would imagine the armor set's not just sitting back here for free. It seems way more likely that there's like something else to it, you know? Like, you know, whatever. You have to come back here and do this quest, or, I don't know, go find this thing, or arm wrestle a freaking dragon, or I don't know. I imagine it's not going to be as easy as all that, okay? But, you know, it's free to look, right? Like, it's not going to cost me anything to go look and investigate. It's even more suspicious because, of course, they put a shrine literally right here. And so it's even more reason to me that says, yeah, you know, if to come back here, it's this whole special thing, right? That is a large statue. Is this whole thing a statue? Oh, it is. This entire thing is a statue. Claim their orbs. Oh, I actually have 4 to do. Oh, how that's convenient. Sure, give me a heart, please. Oh, that's that's convenient. I mean, I was thinking goddess statue. My brain was at a complete disconnect that I needed one because I just hit 4 things. So that's convenient. Honestly, this one might be the most convenient goddess statue there is because the shrine is literally right there, you know? It's literally right over there. And so honestly, this is probably the best if you can remember that there's a goddess statue here, that's probably the best one there is. Now, the issue is, what about this, you think it's on the roof, maybe? Like, what is this armor set? Okay. Oh, okay. You want to know what this whole story is? So this is the Hero of the Wild set. This is like the classic Link armor, right? Like, let me just verify that. Because I'm just looking at the legs, so... show me the classic stuff. Yeah, so this is like the classic Link armor. You know, the green stuff, right? Okay, so... You want to know what this is all for? So you get this by completing all 120 shrines. That's how you get this. This is what you get for doing every single shrine. And so that's what you get. Now, to upgrade it, so if you're wearing this set and you equip and I think I don't know if you have to, I would assume you have to equip the Master Sword, but if you wear the whole set and you get the armor to the 4th tier, you get the Master Sword beam up as a set bonus, which it's like a power up for the beam, but I don't recall what the Master Sword beam is. So you get some sort of upgrade for it. It only works on 4th tier. To get it to 4th tier, you need some ridiculous things. Let's see. So you need, of course, all of the Great Fairy Fountains all the way up. But you're gonna need 10 acorns for the. So this is just for the cap. You need 2 of the ferocious scale. So you need the 2 dragon scales. 5 coarser bee honey, 2 ferocious claw, 5 energetic rhino beetle, which I have no idea where you can find that. 2 shards of ferocious fang. You need 1 star fragment, and then 2 shards of ferocious horn. So, you know, really, really easy to find stuff. Just literally lying around. So obviously that's not something we're ever doing. Because, you're out of your mind, brother, if you think I'm doing that. You are crazy. So, you know, it was still worth doing. I got a shrine out of it. Like, it was a free shrine. It was a really cool moment that I proved that I have not washed up and I still got it. So, you know, it's fine. And I'm not bitter about it, but, like, it's a whole thing. So, you know, bye. We're certainly not doing every shrine in this playthrough. You can forget that. But I am a little bit curious about dyeing, though. Can I dye armors? I mean, I'm curious, like, because I've only did it once, and I dyed this set black, the set that I'm wearing right now. I don't recall it looking super different. Like, it was barely any different, if any different at all. Maybe it's already mostly black, and that's what happens. But I was a little curious if I dyed it white or something, like, or just seeing what the colors would do if you can preview stuff. I don't know. Because I almost never experiment with such things, so. But I was curious. Hey, man. Welcome. Looking to add some color to your wardrobe. You found the right place. Hue do you do. Welcome to Kochi Dye Stop, where we live to dye. Here we go. For 20 rupees, I'll dye your clothes. Let's see. Or you would like to get back to square one and change your clothes back to their original color. Okay, I am curious, though. Can I, okay, first of all, no thanks. I just want to see. What is the name of the set I'm wearing? Maybe I can just look up a picture of what this stuff looks like in different colors. Okay, so I actually, through a Reddit post, I actually found a site that it's like called Fashion of the Wild, and you can look at all the armor sets in the game and just freely choose dye, and like you can even equip weapons and stuff and see what it looks like. But yeah, it's like super cool. So this set in black and white both look all really pretty neato. Yes, dye. Another day in the whole outfit all at once. Choose a color. Let's see. Yeah, you could see it. You could see it in white. Here's it in black. The other one I thought I looked at was red. You can see like the red. There's a crimson and red. Crimson is very dark. Red is much brighter. There's like purple. You know, there's all kinds of them. There's a light blue. There's a navy, brown, gray. There's a light yellow. They're like bright yellow. There's green. So either I like black and I like white quite a bit. Like I said, I've only ever played with the dye thing one time for one armor set once, and that was this. I made this armor black, and that was it. There's blue, red, crimson, peach. Let's go white. Choose 5 ingredients you'd like to use in your dye. Use ingredient, resin rice ball. I'm not using a star fragment or a diamond. Okay, so yeah, we don't... Yeah, I haven't paid anything yet, so I'm not out anything. But yeah, we don't have enough materials, so we need more Silent Princess, which I don't know exactly where to get. So we might have to bench that for now, but it's interesting either way, so. Oh, hey, so we're at the village, and I noticed there's someone here that wants to talk. G'day. Whoa, I just realized you're a Hylian. You just wandering around Hyrule trying to find yourself? No. I'm here on my honeymoon, but this town is seriously a hole. In Gerudo Town, they've got jewelry to buy. Zora's Domain is always a hoot for all the weird spiritual fish people. But here, I just gotta go home already. Oh, really? Give me a break already. I can't believe my husband brought me here for our honeymoon. He already apologized, but if he doesn't want a divorce, I told him he'd better bring me a baked apple. Wow. Like, I feel like that guy kind of got the short end of the stick because he married you. Anyway, I was trying to find... Is it this one? Yeah, there we go. I think it's that. I think that's what we're looking for. Okay, we are back. That is... I don't think that's actually the way to go. I actually think it's over here. Yeah, it's literally right here. Yep, this is it. I'm almost sure this is it. Yep, there it is. Okay, so luckily I didn't go very far. I was like, I barely jumped off that cliff, and I was like, you know what? It just occurred to me, I actually don't think I'm in the right place. And then, and I was still in the middle of the air, so I have like, you know, it's only a few seconds or whatever. But I was like, actually, I don't think that's it. And more than that, I feel like I'm in the wrong place. Ooh, some arrows. Let's go. All right, we'll talk to that guy in a second. Throw in one of those for good measure. Sick. How we doing on meals anyway? Quite a bit. Alright. Has a faster draw speed than a regular bow, by the way. Apparently. But my bows are, like, way, way better than that. Oh, it's Teba. I'm sure he'll be friendly. Oh, well. Not massively talkative. I expected there to be more with that. Hey. Did you need something? I'm busy here. I can help you. Help me? With what exactly? Vamado? Let me get this straight. Some random Hylian wants to help me bring down Divine Beast Vamado. I'm not buying it. What's your name, stranger? I'm Link. Link, huh? Well, Link, I'm Teba, but you already knew that. I'm guessing the Elder asked you to come here and talk some sense into me, am I right? That's right. Just like the Elder to trust any fool wandering into town. Look, you seem like an alright guy, but I'm gonna make one thing clear. I'm not going anywhere. As a Rito warrior, I can't rest until my people are safe. There's only one way I'm going back to Rito Village, and that is... once Divine Beast Vamado falls from the sky. If I have to kill Mado, so be it. Only then will I return to the village. Then let's get started. Are you serious? Ha! Well, far be it from me to talk you off the ledge. But it's as the Elder said, the only way to stop Divine Beast Vamado is to get inside it. A fat chance of that happening, there's no way we can set foot in Mado. Actually. So not only are you wingless, you're brainless too. Let me fill you in. The only people able to enter Divine Beast are the 5 champions of old. And unfortunately for us and the rest of Hyrule, they all died 100 years ago. If it hadn't been for Ganon... Never mind. Let's focus on bringing down Mado one step at a time. If we approach Mado recklessly, its cannons will blast us out of the sky before we even get close. So I'm gonna need to test you before I can take you with me. We Rito warriors use the updrafts in this ravine to hone our aerial archery skills. The updrafts are so strong here that a person could just open up a cloth over their head and float up easily. Now let's see what you're capable of. You'll have to maneuver through the air and destroy 5 of the targets set up in this valley in 3 minutes. I'm ready. Then go destroy the targets with your arrows. I maybe should have gotten more basic arrows before I tried this. I'm sure it'll be fine. I only need a few shots. Let's do it. I'm like I'm getting super close because I'm trying to make sure I don't miss. I don't have the arrows to be screwing around here. Oh, hang on a minute. I saw that. Okay, come on back. We did the thing. You're a skilled archer. It was as if time stopped with every arrow you let fly. Almost, huh? I've got to tell you, Link, when you first showed up, I thought someone was pulling a prank on me. But after seeing you handle that bow, I can tell you're the real deal. You must have seen a battle or two. Hundreds of them. I believe it. Link, I feel I've heard the name somewhere before. Well, if you really want to help me bring down Mado, it's now or never. I'll get you into position so you can give its cannons all you got. Inside that treasure chest is a bow I've modified. Take it and let me know when you're ready. Assuming this bow is going to be not good. 20's not bad. A highly refined Rito bow, created for by a master Rito craftsman. Rito warriors favor it for its superior rate of fire, which helps them excel even further in aerial combat. Alright, so what's good about air stuff? So that's good. There's a little bow there. Well, the issue is my bow situation is pretty juicy. I'm tempted to drop this one because I don't really have the arrows to be firing multiple arrows at once. So I guess I'll drop that. Alright. I guess we'll go ahead and equip that falconer bow. We'll give this a save, and I guess we're doing it. What up? Okay, it's time to face Divine Beast Vamado. Normal arrows won't put a dent in its cannons. Good, I don't have any arrows. You'll need to hit them with bomb arrows. They're precious commodities, so don't expect me to do this again, but take these. Oh, wow, he gave me 20 of them. combine with what I already had. Also, it'll be cold up there. You want to prepare a warm meal or bring some clothes? I'm ready. Alright. But let me ask you something. Why are you doing this? Why risk your life to bring down Mado? To rescue Zelda. Zelda? But that's the name of the princess Rivali served 100 years ago at Hyrule Castle. I don't know what she has to do with Divine Beast Va Mado, but whatever. As long as you're helping me bring down Mado, your motivation's fine by me. I was like, I gotta save my girlfriend. Anyway, right. Get on. I mean, he did give me 20 just now, right? 20 bomb arrows, and I already had some of them out, so it'll be fine. And it's a good thing it's not regular arrows you need, because I don't have a whole lot of those to be wasting, you know what I mean? So, you know. Alright, it's showtime. Man, even I feel like I'm gonna freeze up here. There's Divine Beast Va Mado. It has its barrier up again. What a pain. What's wrong, Link? Too scared to talk? I'm just not talkative. Let's go over the plan. You see those cannons? I'll draw their fire. While I'm doing that, use your bomb arrows to destroy the cannons. You got it so far? If you need to withdraw for a bit, just spread your cloth and float straight up and in the updraft for a while. I'll take that as a sign that we need to regroup. Don't bother aiming for anything covered by Mado's barrier. It's impenetrable. And whatever you do, don't get close enough to touch it. And finally, I know I've said this a few times already, but don't forget your cold protection. Oh, don't worry, bro. I am prepared. We can move whenever you're ready. Let's go. All right. Now go blow up those cannons. Oh, he got me anyway. I dropped but the angle is so rough that I dropped and I got hit in the face then anyways, so that was a little scary. Where's my big one? Here. Well, a little bit of a rough start. Okay, okay, I do have 40 bomb arrows. Alright, I got one. Alright. We're doing fine. That initial blast was rough to get hit with right away, but we are doing okay. It's totally fine. Alright, that's a good angle. I think I only need 2. Yeah. Alright, there we go. To the last one. Alright, it does look like I have unlimited stamina up here, because every time I drop it and activate it again, it goes back to full, so we're not stressing about stamina at all. I just want to make sure he's not shooting at me. Because I already got hit by that once. Boy. Alright, one more, huh? Alright, there it is. I'm working my way over there. Pew! Luckily he's not shooting at me. I can't believe I got sniped out by that one hit already, dude. That was rotten luck. Especially because now it occurs to me he probably wasn't even. I'm not positive he was shooting at me. I assumed he was, but now I'm thinking that he was probably shooting at the boy. You know, shooting at the home guy there. I feel like I'm a little close. Because I think I just probably got between them, is my guess. So I'm assuming that's what happened, is I got between him and the, you know, Teba and the cannon, so that's why. I'm assuming that's what happened. So that was rotten luck, and it almost killed me instantly anyway. So that was rough. But it's alright. It's totally fine. All right. I think he got nicked by one of those blasts. Oh yeah, he did. Look, his legs all screwed up. Bye, bro. Don't worry, I got this. Don't worry, man. I got it. So, you might be surprised to learn that the Divine Beasts are not the hardest part. Often I find the bosses on the ground much more difficult. Now, we have only fought one boss since we started playing, and I walked all over him. Because I purposely avoid bosses. And we have gotten near, you know, like the crawling guardians a few times and everything, but overall, the Divine Beasts are actually, generally speaking, not very hard. They usually have some sort of gimmick on, I mean, like, I think they all have different gimmicks, but but sometimes the gimmicks can be challenging and sometimes they're confusing. I find this one to be very easy in comparison to a lot of the other ones, if memory serves. I think this one, which other one was, like, a really, like, not hard one? Was it the camel? Or maybe it wasn't the camel. I don't totally remember, but normally, generally speaking, they're not that bad. There's a big boss at the end of them all. I don't feel like I remember the bosses at the end being massively hard, except for the lightning one, which might be the Zora one. I feel like I remember him being a little scary. And I think I remember brute forcing his fight at least once, which was a little hard. But anyway, generally speaking, the Divine Beasts are not bad. And I think they're very well made. They're really interesting how they're built and the mechanics, and as you'll see very soon. And they're very cool. Anyway, but yeah, so here's where you find out that the ghosts, so to speak, of the ancient champions are still kicking. でも100年ってのは待たせすぎだよね。ガノンに乗っ取られたこのメドを取り戻しに来たんだろう。それならまず内部の構造を示したマップを手に入れてごらんよ。あれがマップの情報が入った誘導石だよ。あそこまで行けるかな？ Yeah, so that's objective number 1 is going to be the guidance stone. That'll get us the map of the Divine Beast. So, because before then, you know, you're not going to be able to see it. So, also, look at that bottom left corner. It's negative 19 degrees, so it's really stinking cold up here. It is real cold up here. Anyway, a bomb arrow the dude in the face. You know what? Do I have to do it that way? Nope. I was about to say, can I avoid using the arrow? Because I have, like, almost no arrows left. Alright, so yeah, that's the first goal, is just make it to the end there. Hey, look, I'm up top. Anyway. Alright, let's see. And there's a whole bunch of weapons and things. You didn't think I noticed you there. Nerd. I was thinking I was still gonna have the height to make it on top of that ledge. That's the reason I did that so confidently. Anyway, but yeah, there's a whole bunch of chests and stuff within these things, so it's pretty neato. All right. Anyway, we actually need to go back up top a little bit because yeah, we need to go up top a little bit. Oh, there we go. I was spamming jump because I didn't think I was going to make it. Oh, cool. That almost pays for the bomb arrows I used, to be honest with you. Anyway, for the most part, I am going pretty much, I'm trying to go straight for the map, so. Because there's no reason to mess around too much until I can at least see a little better. Okay, that's not it. Let's go, nerd. Good fight. Anyway, so there's a guardian spear on the ground. I almost said low on weapons, like a fool. Like a fool, I tell you. Anyway, just give me the map, please. Let me be able to see before we mess around too heavily. Alright. Sheikah State authenticated. Distilling map of Divine Beast. Sick. Okay. This will get us access to the Divine Beast map, and also you'll notice some interesting things. There's some extra controls going on. Anyway, Divine Beast controls have been enabled. This will be one of the gimmicks. This will be the gimmick that's in all the Divine Beasts, which you'll see. Okay. So, manipulate certain aspects of the Divine Beast from the map screen. So you can see that always there's on the little mini-map, you can see me moving and the Divine Beast moves. So how this works is, the gimmicks of all the Divine Beasts are you have controls. So you can do this, for instance. And you'll notice, hey, wait a minute. So yeah, the whole beast is going to follow instruction. And this, being able to manipulate the Divine Beasts and how they work and stuff is going to change how you navigate and how you get around and stuff. So it's those are the interesting gimmicks. So it is quite interesting. All right, so let's go ahead and bring this over here. Guess then we'll, there we go. Get close enough to bring this a little closer to me. Let's see here. Alright, can you tilt up just to... That's actually the wrong way. I meant to go that way. I can just do this, because we can just grab this ledge. This is what I was attempting to do, more or less. Sorry, I meant to do that. There. Get out of here. Okay, so we'll grab this chest, and then I'll explain some of the rest of the other gimmicks. Anyway. Okay, so you'll notice on the map, there's all these little glowing points. So the glowing points, there are 5 terminals, and you have to activate them all. Once they're all activated, it's going to allow you to get to that big shrine-looking thing up top, which will then allow that to be interacted with, and that's how you'll activate it, and then the boss is going to show up. And that is the story. That's the gimmick. So there are 2 this way, so I guess we will head this way first. Yeah, I guess loosely that'll be the plan. And we will see. Well, that's unfortunate. I assume that'd be a drop of some degree. Oh, hey, that's alright. We got the arrow back that I missed. Ice arrows? I'll take any arrows you want to give me. Alright, we're all set up here. I know this is a little nauseating, but there we go. Okay. The first terminal. Alright, so there's that. Progress. Alright, here we go. Can we make it? I believe the answer is going to be yes. Oh, a night bow. Alright, that's a 26 bow. Which, the answer is a little obvious, to be honest with you. Well, that's not quite what should have happened. Sick. Anyway, I like nothing but night bows. Like 40,000 night bows. Anyway, generally speaking, I would prefer to go get the other one over there, but I don't know how to get in that other side, so I'm electing to ignore it for now. so... Sorry, I meant to do something like this. Better to do that than for me to waste a weapon, you know? Waste a weapon, right? There we go. Up. A Knight's Claymore. Well, that's interesting. Oh, I wish I had more than 6.5 inventory slots. Alright, regular Thunderblade. Knight's Claymore is 38. I'm carrying 2 of them already. Trying a Frostblade. Broadsword is really good. I don't know. I don't feel like I need it, man. I feel like I have such a good split already. Because I'm lazy, I'm just gonna tilt this and let it tilt back, and then I'm gonna jump to it. There we go. That should be enough. Perfect. Alright. There's another terminal. Alright. Okay. I'm assuming something like this. Am genius. Alright, now I think what we do about the next piece is I think we hit this, and then it'll roll all the way. That'll open the window, and then you can roll it along. Am genius. Okay, now I think we tilt the whole bird back the other way. And then that'll get the ball to... That should get the ball to roll out. Okay. And then I think... Hang on a minute. We're struggling with my own powers. Okay. Now I think we put it back over here. Drop it in the slot to help sort of guide it. Then I think we actually tilt back the other way to get it to roll. There we go. Yeah. Roll along that way. Alright, there we go. That'll get me another one. Okay. Beautiful. Alright, tilt this way to bring the little trolley thing to me. I actually don't know. I have an idea about something, but I don't know if it's gonna work. Oh my god, I can't make it up. Okay, tilt back to the center so I can... Okay. It's like... So dumb, dude. Alright, put the bomb in there. Then... Tilt back down, and then maybe I can just deliver the bomb directly to that thing's face and kill it. It did not work. I guess the bomb was just a scotch out of range, I guess? I suppose, is what we'll tell ourselves. Oh, this is how you get to that other one. That's why. It's because there is no way through. You go from underneath. Alright. I didn't realize there was an underneath. Oh, shut up, man. I don't want to hear it. Rivali is not a fan of me, so... Listen to him talk smack is not the funnest thing. Alright. So there's that. So that was the problem one. The one that I was racking my brain trying to remember what to do about. But then we got this side. I think there's like a eye out here. I feel like there was somewhere. Like maybe it's this way around the corner. I think we... No, maybe. Oh yeah, we did get it. Look at that. There was an eye outside around the corner. And yeah, I think he was probably out here, like, just around the corner out of sight. Which obviously didn't do much for him. Okay, so there it is. There's no obvious little trolley this time, which is fine. Just get rid of that. Okay, my idea is to do the old tilt-a-roo. Gonna guide this in very specifically. Nailed it.
やるね。制御端末はこれで全部だよ。メイン制御装置を起動させられるようになった。マップをよく見てごらん。新しく光っている大きな印があるはずだよ。そこへ向かうんだ。でもまだ安心しない方がいいな。
Okay, so now let's go ahead and tilt her all the way back so I can get out of here. But yeah, now there's 1 point left, and it's probably right where you think it is, which I'll show you, but I'm just going to wait for this to tilt to make sure I can make it. So do you think that all the people on the ground, like the Rito, are looking up and watching the bird just like hyperactively turn left and right and all over the place, all weird? That's probably pretty funny to them. They're like, you know, he's never done that before. Okay. There's a little shortcut back to the center here. So yeah, now there's this great looking blob. And this will be where things get real. Alright, I'm just gonna... Okay, let's do it. Windblight Cannon. Spooky.
ああ、気をつけた方がいいよ。100年前僕油断しちゃってさ。ガノンが作ったそいつにやられた。
Ah, get it? Because he's a bird?
まあ本当は言いたかないんだけど。僕の仇討ち頼んだよ。
It'll be fine. Okay, so I have like no regular arrows.
気をつけるんだね。
Oh, I was about to go in, man. It's lame. Oh. I wasn't ready. Hang on, I'm still not ready. I'm standing up. Oh, that would have been a hit had he not, like, disapparated the second I showed up there. How's my health doing? I'm like 2 hearts down. That's not bad. Let's find some of my early meals. Plus, it'll give you a great way to get rid of some of these extra, just sort of whatever meals, you know? May as well just keep this to a ranged fight, you know? Come on, nerd. Let's... Phase 2. Let's do it. Oh. Heat-seeking torpedoes. I was like, a spawn underneath his toes, brother. I don't know what that was. I panicked. I still hit him. Oh no! Oh, so they're not torpedoes. They all shoot at you. That would have been a hit had he not disapparated. Because he's a coward. Yeah! Nailed it. I told you it wasn't very hard. Let's go. Well, look at that, kids. We did the thing. Yeah, so not nearly as not massively hard, to be honest. And another heart. We're getting very close to being able to grab the Master Sword. Once you activate the main control unit, you will not be able to re-enter the interior of this divine beast. You want to leave it? No, I'm ready. I'm ready. Hit it. I got a lot of chests. There might be some that I missed, but I got a lot of good stuff. I'm not worried about it. Hit it. Let's leave. So yeah, there you go. So generally speaking, like I said, Divine Beast, not that bad. Often, regular traversal is much scarier. All with all the other guardians and stuff, you know?
尺だね。でもまあ、おかげで僕の魂は解放されて、このメドウも取り戻すことができた。君にしちゃ頑張ったんじゃないか？ご褒美に僕の能力を授けてあげる。上昇気流を発生させる力、名付けてリーバルトルネードをね。これから僕はこのメドウを移動させてガノンを撃つ準備に入る。君がハイラル城で奴と戦うとき、助けてあげるためにね。感謝してくれよ。じゃあそろそろ行きなよ。まだやることが残ってるだろう。あの姫は君をずっと待ってるんだぜ。
Let's go, kids. Our first Divine Beast. And it was real quick. We did that real fast. I wasn't trying to. I was just doing it normal, but it's just not that hard. Which is great. So, you love to see it. I've had much more trouble on regular stuff. Which is, you know, it's whatever. We got some good loot. We got a heart piece, which is great. So, and we got a new ability, which is awesome and very useful. Well, the Rito probably can't even believe their eyes. Watching the Divine Beast now be all evilified and land on their land above their village.
ここからガノンを捉え続けて、あいつが戦うとき、奴に強烈な一撃を食らわせるんだ。その日まで頑張ってくれよ。ま、僕とお前は100年もこの時を待ってたんだ。 あと少しくらいどうってことないだろう。そろそろ認めるしかないみたいだな。あいつは飛べもしないくせにこの真珠にやってきて、僕にはできなかったことをやり遂げた。悔しいけど乾杯だ。
This freaking guy.
君こそ僕らの要だ。
Just cannot stand to admit that Link's a powerful dude. And he just can't stand to admit it. This freaking guy. This dude. Anyway. Look at that. Poof. And I'm back. We did the thing. Rivali's Gale. A blusterous power born from the spirit of the champion Rivali. Creates an upward draft that carries you into the sky. Activate it by charging jump with X. So now if you press and hold jump, you'll do something neato. You can jump real high. So now first let's talk to him and see what he says. You have done it and survived at that. You conquered Divine Beast Valmado. To think the beast's taken up roost at the top of the village. It looks simply divine. If the legends are true, the light from the Divine Beast will ravage the calamity. For now, Divine Beast Valmado will become the protector. I almost said predator. It's like, you're in more trouble? But became the protector of this village and live on its legend alongside you. Ho ho ho. Oh yes, of course, I must reward you properly. Feel free to take what you find in that treasure chest. You will get more use out of it than I. What you did was miraculous, though I should expect nothing less of one from the bloodline of a champion. Why, you are almost the equal of the great Hylian champion who fought with Master Rivali 100 years ago. All you lack is the sword that seals the darkness. If you had the sword that seals the darkness in your possession, you would be the spitting image. Yay. Let's go. Okay, let's see. Well, we got that, which is great. Now... I think what he gives you is a bow, I'm pretty sure. Which is rough, because I certainly don't need it. Yeah, the Great Eagle Bow. A bow without equal, wielded by the Rito champion Rivali. It said Rivali could lose loose arrows with the speed of a gale, making him supreme in aerial combat. 28 times 3, so it's like stupid powerful. Which is neato and all, but I don't need it. So I guess we'll drop this, because I fired lots of shots with it. And I have 1,000 of these other bows, and I'll take Rivali's fancy bow. Not that we're going to use it, of course, because it's very special. Anyway. Champion Descendant, 1,000 times, thank you, but never mind that now. I'm happy to answer anything I can. Anyway, I was just curious if you had anything else to say. Sick. Alright, so you can see on the left side of the screen now, beneath all of our, with like the powers and my shield and my weapon and stuff, you'll notice the little bird icon. So that is charges of Rivali's Gale. After you use all 3 charges, it will recharge. The cooldown takes some time, but it does come back. We need to talk with this chick. Anyway, yeah, so all the powers will be over there and all of their various charges, because you get one from each after clearing each Divine Beast. Anyway, good morning. I heard the Divine Beast Valmado has been appeased. It just sends my heart soaring. I didn't even realize I'd started singing this old song. Did you hear me singing it? Teach it to me. Huh? Well, that's embarrassing. Ahem. The pride of the Rito, pillar in the sky. Its heart lights up when the sun is high. There's more to the song, but I forget the rest of the words. You should ask my sister Lysa if you want to know the rest. The ancient Rito song, there is a shrine quest related to that. By the way, apparently... Oh, so you can teleport directly to the Divine Beast. I wonder if you probably could use that to glide to somewhere, like, you know, as a good viewpoint. You know what I mean? Well... after clearing that one, normally what I basically do is I often go Rito first, then probably Zora. I mean, often, historically, I have done Death Mountain last, because getting to Death Mountain sucks. Because anything, apparently beyond this tower, just about, lights you on fire. And so you have to race either to a water source, and so you have to race to a pool of water where you can stand so that you don't get lit on fire. The hot springs would be the spot. So you either race to there or you race directly to the village because you have to buy an armor set. There's an armor set for sale there that will prevent you from being lit on fire. And so I often do that one last because it's the most annoying to deal with. And so usually I go Rito, Zora, and then Gerudo. I don't know if it's Gerudo or Gerudo. Gerudo, and then this one last. The Gorons last. And that's normally how I do it. Just because obviously it's incredibly difficult to get to the Gorons. They are by far the hardest one. So, even the Gerudo is not as bad as a Gerudo. I think it might be Gerudo. Anyway, but yeah, even the Gerudo isn't as bad as you think it is because, like, you just wait till nightfall and then you can, like, just, like, traverse it. So it's, like, it's not bad. Zora's probably next as far as what we're going to be hitting. That is normally my pattern for doing it. I'm just trying to decide what we should be doing for the rest of this episode. Some part of me is tempted to... I don't want to do this, but we should. Is do what we need to do here to get to the forest. So that because very soon, we're going to have the hearts needed to get the Master Sword. And I would prefer to have it the teleportable so that we can just teleport there and grab it as soon as we have the hearts. And very soon, we're going to be able to do it. So I suppose that should be what we do. I will show you how this works, and I'm not gonna lie, it's a little annoying, but it's fine. Look, on the loading screen now, beneath all your stats, you can see the Divine Beast. And because we have one, now it'll tell us, look at that. I like that. So yeah, it'll tell you where you're at. It's like, hey, you got the Vamado. Congratulations. Anyway, I guess we will go ahead. So we are not going to be using the Great Eagle Bow for obvious reasons. And because it is, of course, the special bow for Rivali. We should probably buy the house because the house that you can buy, you can put plaques up is one of the things you can put up, like... picture how you would do in Skyrim, actually. And you can put weapons in there, like weapons or shields or whatever. And historically, I put all of the champion weapons and shields and things that they give you. I put all of the champion gear that they give you, in this case, the Great Eagle Bow, in the plaques. Because it makes sense that you wouldn't use a one-of-a-kind, like, bow when I have 1,000 very good bows. You know what I mean? So, things like that. Anyway, but what we're really here for is to put on my standard set. And I guess we'll do this. I am using a regular night bow, which is fine. I'm currently using the night broadsword, which is fine. Let's give it a save. I do not like doing this. Okay, so that is the way we need to go. So let's just get over to the... trees over here, follow the road up just a tiny little ways, and then that will get us to where we need to be. Probably not going to put on the Majora's Mask right here. There might be a couple of random little bokoblins, but I'm not against actually fighting a couple of them for a change, so if I even come across any of them. So yeah, what we're about to do is a little annoying. It's not the worst thing, and we'll survive, but it is a little annoying. Okay, so you'll notice that the air is looking a little weird, and the music is different. Well, that's because things are about to be a little bit weird. So you can run all the way up to here, the Lost Woods. Not gonna lie, it's a little odd. It's a little odd. All right, so I think I almost think they give you a torch. Maybe I'm wrong, but I thought they gave you a torch for free to start with. So how this works is you'll notice the sparks that comes up from any given from a fire source. That's how you do it. Is you use these along the way, but the wind will slightly blow. You can see the one over there is blowing left. So you follow the light sources and you make it there. Now, there's big chunks where there is no light source, like the torches are not lit. They're only pre-lit a certain distance. And so the way you would do it is you get a torch, and then, I don't suppose just carrying a Thunderblade would work. No. Yeah, no. But that's how you do it, right? Is that you carry a torch, and then the ashes on top will like go, you know, certain, like it'll start blowing a certain way and you follow that direction. And the reason this is so annoying is because if you're wrong even for like a second, you'll get teleported all the way back here. So when you're wrong, you get teleported all the way. So we can show you initially what it all looks like. You know, so you run torch to torch, and that's the obvious, right? And there's only a very small distance of them before you're out of space. Okay, so you can see it wants you to go that way. So if you follow this path directly, you know. Now, I thought I saw another torch over there somewhere, but I mean, you can already imagine how this gets so confusing. Because you could just wander in this way, but it's going to be obvious when it's not going to be right, you know? See, like... And all the trees are very creepy looking and stuff. There's also a DLC item in this forest somewhere. Let me check, but it's nothing we care about. And I'll tell you why. There's actually a few chests in this thing. It's the Korok mask is what's in here. But we don't care about that because the Korok mask's whole shtick is it's going to help you find... Korok seeds. Now, that doesn't help us at all because I have a map. I have a tell-all map that tells me exactly where everything is. And so we don't care at all about getting that mask. So there. Now, it's not like I remember. Here's the torch I was thinking of, by the way. I don't remember exactly. The issue is I also don't have any really bad weaponry. So it's like I meant to drop something really good. Just for this stupid Korok thing. Oh, this is so annoying. So much hate in my heart, bro. I mean, we're gonna have to do it, right? I have no way of not doing it this way, so... I mean, I could drop my Knight Sword, because I've used it a lot. Or I could drop the Thunder Blade, but it is a little bit... I guess I'll drop what I've been using. Okay, well, we must make this quick. Okay, I feel like we're supposed to go this way. Okay, yeah, it's supposed to go this way. I feel like it's still telling me to go this way. Yeah, alright, it's supposed to go this way. Okay, then you go this way. You can see like deer and stuff in here. Alright. Hello, deer. Don't worry, I'm not here for you. Just gotta make sure we're doing the right thing. Alright. Okay, now we're taking like a sharp turn this way. I'm supposed to go like directly around this tree. You can see why the Lost Woods are so creepy. It's because like all the trees are covered in mouths and whatnot. It's very creepy. Now some chests are hiding in the mouths of these trees, and no, the trees don't actually do anything, for the record. Like, you know, nothing happens. It's not like they attack you or anything. Okay. I think we're going straight down this way now. Yeah. I'm a little hesitant to extinguish my torch on the off chance I'm wrong, but I do think we're actually going this way. And the fact that we haven't been teleported yet is very damning. Okay. There you go, that wasn't very long. That wasn't as long as I remember. I feel like I remembered that section being much longer. No, I wasn't spamming A, so I didn't grab it. Anyway. Well, welcome to the Korok Forest. So the only place I've noticed a really bad frame drop is right here. Historically, when you get close to the Master Sword, there's a nasty, nasty frame drop. Like, really bad lag in-game. Like, it's the only place that I've noticed there's a really bad lag, generally speaking. But I'm not noticing it now. Maybe they finally fixed it, because historically, though, anytime I was here, there's a big lag drop. Anyway, so there's lots of things, but we're actually going to run around this corner and grab it. I think there's a shrine around... Yeah, there we go. Here it is. Here it is. Alright. There we go. This will allow us to teleport here whenever we want to. Sick. Alright, well, we may as well start with this. Well, there we go. That wasn't nearly as bad as I was thinking. Maybe that I feel like I remember that section being much longer. I might have been trying to go for some of the chests that are in there, because there's not a whole bunch. There's 4 within that opening section. One of them is the Korok Mask DLC item, which I don't care about. And then the 3 other ones are okay. Like, I think one of them is an opal, one of them is like a forest spear, and there's a third one that's not, that I think might be a rupee. Anyway, it's fine. It's totally fine. Alright, what's this one? Fateful Stars. Yeah. Look to the stars for guidance. Oh, I remember this one. It's like this whole thing. Like one of these wall installations, or it's something like that, or something to do with like way up there, or it's something really weird, and I always have to just look it up. Or maybe it's these, like it's something to do with those, but like I have no idea what that could mean and how that affects it. Like I've never understood this quest, so I literally always have to look it up. So, which is what I'm gonna do right now. Okay, so I have a guide in front of me, and it's supposed to be this one, and then the middle one right here. Okay, and then the other side is going to be right there. And last one is going to be right there. Okay, that'll get the door open. Okay, so now that the door opened, there's another chest. I don't know where the chest is, but isn't it over here in like the back? Yeah, okay. So the chest is back there. So now if we go back, we can put these in a different order to open the other door. So I think these other ones. Okay, is right there, and then right there, and then the other side is going to be kind of actually just sort of flopped a little bit. That one goes up one, and then this one goes down one. There we go. Yeah. So, I don't know, dude. I've never understood this one. And, like, the guide is in front of me, and it explains to you how it works. I still don't understand it. It is something to do with those. So, like, I mean, I can just read it to you. And, like, my brain just screams nonsense when you read. I have no idea what this means. So, I'm just going to read it verbatim what it tells you to do. Okay. As you begin the shrine, you'll notice a large number of sphere receptacles on either side. An inscription on the stars above reads, "Look to the stars for guidance, the constellations of the key." If you look straight ahead, in front of the inscription, the wall on the far side has constellations that match the ones on the left and right, in front of the columns of sphere receptacles. So I think that's like these ones, and then I think those ones, I assume. If you look at the receptacles, you'll notice each row is represented by number of torches, 1 through 5, which is obvious. Let's see. You need to count how many times the constellation in front of the column appears on the far wall and put the sphere in the receptacle with the right number of torches next to it. The leftmost constellation in the image above is repeated 5 times on the far wall, so the ball in front of that constellation needs to be placed in the receptacle in front of the row with 5 torches. And so, I mean, I guess I get it, right? Because it's like, okay, you're looking for this constellation, and then how many times is it repeated? And then you count that number of times, and then you put the ball in front of the number of torches. So, like, I guess I do get it finally now, but this is the first time it ever made any sense to me. But it is way faster just to look up the answer, because, like, rather than trying to figure it out. But my brain has always just read that like it's, like, I don't know, Greek, because never understood, you know? Never understood any of that. You know what I mean? It's not great. Anyway, well, I got a knight's halberd, so it's a lot of knight halberds, man. I have like almost no one-handed weapons. Which is really rough. We need to expand my inventory. Anyway, but hey, we got this shrine. And now we can start exploring. We can grab some things within the forest. Okay, so first thing you'll notice is that Hestu is here. So that's great. It's you, we meet again. What's with the silent treatment? Don't you remember me? I'm the musician of Korok Forest, Hestu. I'm impressed you found your way through the Lost Woods and made it here. Brought me any seeds? I hope so. If you return my Lost Korok seeds, yeah, we know. How much for a weapon stash? 5. Alright. It's the biggest problem, so. It's the biggest issue, so I'll take it. Yes! Another slot! Nice. Alright, that's cool. I guess, how much for a bow? 3. Alright. So, you know, for the most part, the bows are fine, because I have a few bows, and they're all very strong, and bows last a very long time, but, you know, it's fine. I'll probably go shield one more time, just to see, and then after that, I don't think I'll be able to afford anything else. 3 for that one as well, yeah. It's gonna be more than 4 for the another weapon, so. Yay. Sick. For now on, I might go nothing but weapon slots, like as many as possible from now on, because I'm already not getting through the shields and the bow, you know. So each one of those by 1 is fine. How much for a weapon? 8. Gee whiz. Yeah, I need 8 for 1 weapon slot now. So anyway. All right. Well, that's good. I'm a little hesitant to touch the sword because I know for a fact I am not strong enough to grab it yet. Well, we could, you know. Huh, could it be? You're Mr. Hero! Mr. Hero is here! The mushroom on my head suddenly sprouted today, so I knew something was up. It was a prediction that you'd come, I think. Now then, the Korok trials await. Wait, you haven't even touched the sword yet? What are you waiting for? You gotta touch the sword first. I'll tell you all about the trials once you take care of that. Alright. I was about to say, I think you have to touch the sword at least once. So, let's grab it. It's not gonna work, and I think I get stopped, I believe. Ooh, there's a memory attached. Well, sort of. Ho ho! I'm like, whoa! I heard my girlfriend's voice. Yeah, wait till you guys see who this is. Look! It's the Great Deku Tree! Indeed. If you hope to pull the sword from its resting place, you must use your true strength. Let us see whether or not you currently possess said power. The hero's sword. Well, I'm gonna give this a save before I do this, because I know I'm not strong enough yet. I don't have enough hearts for this, but sure. I think he'll let you do it once, and then he'll restore your hearts the first time. I'm close, but not enough. I'm almost sure it's not enough. Yeah. Enough! Yeah. 1/4 of 1 heart. You would have lost your life if you hadn't released your grip on the sword. Prepare before you try again, for I will not stay your hand partway through the next time. There you go. So yeah, not strong enough that time, but very soon we will be strong enough. Alright, so now you can tell me what you want? Yeah. Us Koroks all got together and prepared some trials just for you, Mr. Hero. If you pass the very tough trials we prepared, pulling out the Master Sword will be a piece of cake. Probably. Along the trials is an extra tough one designed by me, the Elder of the Korok Forest. So will you test your mettle? I'll do it. You know, if you keep doing everything everyone asks of you without question, you're gonna get conned eventually. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, the Korok trials. Long story short, you need to visit all the shrines in the forest so that you can be considered a real grown-up. Trial 1 in the southwest, the Trial of Second Sight. Trial 2 in the northwest, the Lost Pilgrimage. Trial 3 in the eastern, the Test of Wood. If you can overcome the Korok trials, you can overcome anything. We've also prepared some wonderful prizes for you. Show us what you're made of. Alright, do your best. Okay, so there's a side quest, and then in here they have an inn, I believe. Yeah, that you can sleep at. They also have a shop over here with some shock arrows, regular arrows, cane sugar, Hylian rice, some apples, a hearty radish. Nothing crazy. And then on this one, yeah, we have iron shroom, rush shroom, Stemella shroom, hardy truffle, and razor shroom. So there you go. It's Mr. Hero! Yay, Mr. Hero came to visit us in the forest. What took you so long? Peaks thought of a trial that will make Mr. Hero stronger. You won't have to fight, and it's not scary. But you'll need to be extra careful, so I want to see a bloopy. It's a blue, glowy, hoppy thing that glows in the dark, just about Peak's size. I just want to see a bloopy, even if it's just a picture of one. I'll help you. Huh? Wait, what? You have it already? Yeah, I already have a picture of a bloopy. See? Wait a minute. Is that a real bloopy? It sure is. Wow, it's even more beautiful than Peaks imagined. Thanks so much, Mr. Hero. Now I'm content. Oh, and here's a little thank you as a gift. Peaks didn't forget. Oh, sick. Free money. Mr. Hero, oh yeah, Mr. Hero needs rupees sometimes, right? If you desperately need rupees, you can shoot an arrow at a bloopy. I hear they drop lots of rupees if you hit them. Oh man, I'm so glad I got to see something so cool. Peaks is so happy right now. Anyway, there you go. Legendary rabbit trial. And it was passed because I had it instantly. Sick. Okay, so as far as what the shrine quest they're referring to, there are 3 shrines that are very nearby, part of the quest. There's also, let's see, there is also, yeah, so there's, the nearby parts are the start of trials, I believe. The other parts are, they're kind of in each corner, more or less. And I don't remember, I remember one of them is annoying because you have to, like, tail a little Korok as he walks through the woods, and it's annoying, and then you get attacked the entire time, but I don't think I was wearing the mask at the time, and so I could probably wear the mask and get out of fighting almost all of that. But the point is you have to tail him, and it's slow and annoying. Anyway, but there's a shrine in each corner, and so there's, like, one over here, there's one right here, there's one right here, and then there's one right here. And so there's one in each corner, but you start them much closer than all that. Hey, are you the hero? Could it be? Welcome to Korok Forest. You're much cooler looking than I thought you'd be. But to be sure you're up to the task, I prepared a trial for you. What do you think? Accept my trial? I'll do it. Hooray! Show me the rod with the power of ice, please. You can wave this rod to freeze monsters in their tracks. Ice wizrobes love to wreak havoc with them. If Mr. Hero can wield a rod with power of ice, he will be stronger and cooler. Okay, so he wants to see a freezing rod. Is the one up here? You don't have a, Welcome, Mr. Hero. We're so excited you're here. If you need to know anything about these woods, ask Maka. Or you can climb up here if you want to speak to the Great Deku Tree. Oh. Anyway. Sick. Okay, so there's lots going on. Lots going on. So some part of me is tempted to pursue these trials, but not in this episode because I'm just noticing we are just about out of time. But some part of me is tempted to pursue them very soon. And some part of me is tempted not to because there's other trials we can do. Now I don't know. I probably will because they're right here and they're not massively difficult. They're just in some cases kind of annoying. But yeah, big episode. We got our very first divine beast, and which was great. And yeah, and we got some good shrines, and we finally got access to the Master Sword. So as far as getting here, so we can teleport here anytime. And yeah, we can grab it as soon as we have the hearts too, which is very soon. Let's see. I'm gonna double check how many hearts we need exactly. Hang on. Okay, so we need 13 hearts, and temporary hearts do not count. So let's see how many we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we are close. We need 13 hearts to be able to grab it, and we have 11 right now. So we are getting very close. So, you know, really, like, because aren't we... I think we have one... I think it's actually all the way over here. Yeah, so we have one spirit orb already. So really, if we did all of the shrine quests in the forest, that would get us our 12th heart, and then we just have 4 more. And then there's lots of shrines all over the place. There's lots in the north over here that we haven't explored at all. And so you know, with some very designated work here, we absolutely could get the rest of our hearts we need, because we need 13 and we have 11 right now. So we are super close. And, yeah, lots of great progress. We got our gear all upgraded, and, oh, yeah, first Divine Beast, we got our first ability, and so, yeah. So, loosely, next episode, the focus might be working on shrines, because we're so close to getting the Master Sword, and obviously the real goal about the shrines is the Master Sword. So, I don't know if we're gonna do these shrine quests right away next episode, because it's also possible that we might leave and just explore. There's other shrines and there's other stuff we can get, so we might prioritize other ones first. I am not committing to anything because by the time I record that, who knows? So, anyway, but yeah, that is gonna call for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the content today, and we will talk to you guys later. Oh, did I just collateral that guy? Yeet. There, you go first. He's like, I think it's clear, man. You're good. As the great Bob Ross would say, what a happy accident. Later, idiots. I could hear Darth Vader in my head. I have you now. No, walk it off, bro. You're okay. It was at this moment that he knew he fucked up. That was so perfect.